Welcome back to the It's Time podcast. I'm Mariah, that bitch is Kaylee, and welcome to the show. Today is episode 2 of the 2025 Euro Summer Travel Diaries. Whoa. The 2025 Euro Summer Travel Diaries.
Whoa. It's quite the mouthful.
Episode 2, also meaning the second stop on our trip, because we went to 5 cities, 3 countries, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Goodness.
if you're new here, we do travel diaries every time we are lucky enough to travel. In the past 4 years, we have gone on 3 trips. This was our 3rd trip going to Europe together. And for every city that we've been to, we've done travel diaries, which end up being about an hour of us describing every single second of our day.
Probably more like
trip.
45 minutes of us explaining the not important stuff, 15 minutes of the juicy part.
If we could hire an editor, we could have them make like automated so you can click to certain parts.
That was almost bad. Oops.
But at the same time, I feel like it's our charm.
I think so too. Plus, who doesn't want to know every last detail, you know?
Like, if you listen to the travel episodes, then you like to listen to people yap. Like, you like to sit down with your girls and your gays and just, like, yap. Then you probably like the podcast. What?
I don't know.
The way I said it.
No.
It's because my brain is doing
I think you said
circles.
it. I think you said it great.
So, the second stop on our trip was Venice. Was Venice.
It
was the second stop on our trip. The last episode we did Milan, so I'd watch them in order because I'm a freak. But
Oh. Don't even get me started on watching in order.
But
I would go all the way back to episode 1 and
yeah, I feel that way. I really feel that way with podcasts. Whoa.
I don't know.
Especially when they're like people's if I'm interested in
I do feel like they build on themselves and like you want to
they
know.
do. They connect.
All
There's characters.
the lore. And like sometimes you like a name drop happens and you're like, wait.
Yeah.
But where did you come from? I say as if I listen to podcasts all the time.
But yeah,
I know.
that's exactly it though. Because it's like reality.
Like if you haven't been listening, then like what are you going to do when you hear the name Rachel? Huh? What does that mean to you?
Oh, I guess this is quiz time. Who is Rachel, huh? Before we get into Venice, which like I'm kind of anxious to talk about.
Venice, yeah.
Because I have not.
You haven't unboxed that.
No. I mean, like I have. Like I'm not like dwelling. I don't think about it a lot.
Okay, well that's good.
But I tend to.
It's uncharted.
I
territory.
tend to.
Uncharted.
Stuff.
Yes.
I tend to hold.
You're a stuffer.
I hold on. Wait, well.
You keep it all inside.
Yeah, like I don't let go.
Shove it down.
It's still there, but it's not. It's like the ADHD thing. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, and we're about to put it in sight.
Oh no. Hi Lou. Before we get into it, do you have any catch-ups?
Any catch-ups? You know, I feel like I did have something I wanted to say. And it's escaping me right now. Things that have happened since last week.
Are you gonna reveal the code name?
I haven't picked one. And he asked today. So now I feel like I'm gonna let him have some say.
I kind of feel that way too.
Like maybe he has an idea he wants to contribute. I don't know.
To be continued then.
Yeah. Well, we'll check back in on that.
Any updates on To Be Named?
On To Be Named? We're talking about Voldemort. No. Yeah. I've got no updates. Look at me, not giggling.
Oh my god, we're maturing.
We're growing up.
Yeah.
What's happening?
How was your summer? Your first free summer?
How's your summer going?
Because you're actually having a summer, I feel.
Actually am having a summer. I haven't had a summer like this since I was a child.
It's nostalgic.
But even then,
I
was always in some kind of
activities.
camp or
Yeah, as a kid, your summers aren't
2 days for cheer or I don't know.
They're not you have these days off that you're an adult and can have free will and can do whatever you want.
Yeah, this is my first adult free will summer ever.
Because in college, you were
cheerleading.
cheering.
Yeah. Ugh. But my summer is rapidly coming to a close, which is making me extraordinarily anxious. But the great news is, well, I haven't booked the appointment yet, but I did reach out to my doctor about getting medicated.
Cheers to that, dude.
Yeah,
that's
cheers to
that's a huge thing. I was gonna say step, but that makes it sound so official. It's it is a huge step, though.
It is. But I have to make 2 separate appointments. One with her about anxiety, and then one with the behavioral whatever.
Ooh,
for the
my heart
ADHD
just,
thing.
Skipped a beat a little bit. Not because it's anything scary.
Yeah.
Anything about that.
Oh, I made some
anxiety.
connection about my ADHD the other day. My ADHD. I've literally diagnosed myself. If they tell me I don't have ADHD,
you're gonna have an identity crisis. The signs are there.
Oh boy, are the signs there. I don't have any official diagnosis for anything. But considering I go to therapy every 2 weeks and talk about my anxiety 90% of the time, I feel like it's pretty safe to say that.
Well, and people that
I've got that going on.
Yeah. People that have experienced trauma, whether that be family, emotional, whatever, big T, little t, it's likely that you have some neurodivergencies. Because trauma literally
rewires your brain.
Yeah, and it's like a physical. Oh my God, Guinness!
What's he doing?
Guinness was sitting at the cat door for I don't know, 10 seconds, just
waiting,
just staring.
Sometimes he looks at you come on, let me in, and I'm like, you're actually fully in control.
Enter. What are we talking about?
Neurodivergence.
Oh, you are taking steps.
Yes, I'm taking steps. I made some big connection about ADHD the other day, and I completely forgot it. And that's why you should write things down. Mm-hmm. How did we get here? We were talking about my summer. I made an appointment.
You're just doing
what
your catch-ups.
else?
You're just doing your catch-ups.
I'm just catching you up on my
Catching
life.
up.
Oh my God. But anywho. Oh, and I was talking about how I'm anxious for school to start again. And it's very much getting real. I met with my coworkers last week for a drink because we wanted to talk. We wanted to see each other and talk about things that weren't school. So we had to do it before we go back. That was fun. And then this week, I have a new principal this year. So we have a team building event on Thursday.
What is it?
We're playing Bunko.
Oh, that's fun.
At the local library.
I love Bunko.
Oh, you do love Bunko. Your family plays Bunko.
I love Bunko. It's so fun.
I don't think I've ever played Bunko.
I won last year.
So we're doing that on Thursday. It's just getting real. Things are happening. Things are moving. And that is stressing me out. But honestly, could it get any worse than last year?
So, okay, we'll knock on wood. So, oh shit, what were you saying? Oh, obviously it's so worth it to have the time off. You need that time off. But it almost feels harder because you experience freedom for a little bit. And then you have like when you were a kid and you had the going to back to school feeling. But you also get to experience the end of school feeling as an adult, which I'm sure is really cool.
That is a fun feeling.
But I feel like it'd be so hard to go back.
I think it depends on how your summer goes and how restful it felt.
You awake out of the the work brain fog.
You got so serious.
No, because
keeps you awake.
Before you keep going, the corporate America days, it's easier to keep you in if you just have to, for your own survival, lock in and like disassociate and just do work because you have to. But when you get like a glimpse of freedom,
real life,
you're like, what
I'm
am
starting
I doing
to think
with
this
my life?
job here isn't so good for me.
Yeah. Continue what you were saying, because that was just a little side note.
I would say normally, not normally, because I guess I'm so busy with camps in a typical summer. But like, if you hit a point of like you've had enough boredom, or you're over like whatever else you're doing, then it's actually like enticing to be like, ooh, I'm gonna go back
like
to routine. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know how we feel about a
Love
routine.
a routine. Like chef's kiss, honestly.
And
like I feel like passionate about a routine.
Yeah. Oh. I could have a whole well, I'm sure we do have an episode on routines actually.
It's one of the only things that can snap me out of my not an episode, but kind of like a mini episode of everything's affecting me a lot and I'm not taking care of myself. But the hard thing
is you have to catch yourself and get into the routine.
Yeah. But what helps me is the like daydreaming about a routine and like going on Pinterest and finding like micro influencers that post like their day or cleaning their house.
Yeah.
I find that just so, I'm like, yeah, I like romanticize it, I guess, is what it is. And then that helps me get back into routine. So that's probably why I love it.
Yeah.
It's very like, it's a romanticizing time for me.
I'm enjoying my non-routine routine right now.
That's good, because you always need a break.
Wake up, scroll on my phone for a while, water the yard. It's raining and it's Monday. Come in, make my chai.
Slow mornings.
Yeah.
I
just love a slow morning.
A slow, productive in the way of like taking care of yourself, your home, like
yes.
Your
you know what's concerning to me though, and I've been catching myself thinking about this a lot because I have had so much free time to have those like slow, productive mornings, which I normally love. I have like a very specific playlist, and
you set the vibes.
I have not wanted to be productive for many moons now. Like a long time.
I can't really make that face.
What face?
The one you did, the frown. You like really can make a frown.
Am I doing it right now?
Well, I guess if you think about it, you can't do it. Oh. You look like those fish.
Like a pout fish? I have a very expressive face. What can I say? Yeah. But like, I'm a cleaner. I'm a cleaner. You know this about me. I'm a cleaner.
But like always too. It's not just like sometimes, it's always.
What do you mean?
Like you're always in clean. Like I think
you're always
in clean. I was gonna say mode and then I just didn't finish the sentence. But when she says that she's like a cleaner, like
my house is always clean.
Always.
Like a stranger would walk in my house and be like, yeah, this house is pretty clean. But it's disturbing me how not interested I've been in like actually cleaning. Like, when's the last time I mopped my floors? I don't know, but that feels like a thing you should do. Or like actually like cleaned my sink. Or I used to like spray down the kitchen counters every night. I don't do that anymore. I like wait days to put the dishes back in the cabinets. Really? Yes.
Oh, they're not dirty. They're clean.
No, they're clean.
I was gonna say, wait.
I've been letting dishes like sit in my sink overnight or like during the day. Who am I?
I'm not gasping because that's anything bad.
You're gasping because it's me. You. I know.
And like I'll wake up on the couch and she'll be like cleaning. Did you listen to last week's episode? Because she woke up in the middle of the night drunk and did laundry. She said, wait, there's a task that's not done. Let me do that. I would have been like, that, I guess I'll figure it out in the morning.
Yeah. When we haven't had like a couch sleepover in a while. That's weird.
We haven't had like a sleepover in a while.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, should we have a sleepover?
Totes. There was one time, I don't remember when this was, but we had like woken up and you went into your room and you were like started to kind of panic because you had left like your clothes out.
I don't remember this.
I think you had left like I think we got really drunk or something. Wait. I think I'm getting my stories mixed.
We're so deep in a tangent right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, but we should always roll with the tangent. We were in a rush to leave, and you didn't have time to put everything away.
Oh, no.
That
sounds stressful to me.
This is what it was. I'm getting it. We were like in a rush to go, so we left.
Oh, and I was freaking out about an outfit.
We were freaking out about an outfit, which is like the worst, by the way.
The worst
like
feeling
the worst
ever
feeling in the world, and like all of your clothes suck in that moment because like when you're in that hole,
yes,
all of a sudden everything you own is disgusting, and
everything you own is disgusting, and you're disgusting.
It's just like the most.
I'm an ugly piece of shit, and everything in my closet is a piece of shit. This is ringing a bell now.
A birthday. It was like something like that we had to get to, and so when we came back, you like went into your room and like started freaking out and panicking because
I didn't have time to clean my room before I left.
Up. So when we came back, it was messy and you had to clean it.
Oh my God, I hate that for me.
Oh, I brought back a bad feeling.
That's like really, that's really stressful, especially like a night out. Oh, I was just talking to Rachel about this the other day. Rachel, do you guys know who Rachel is? Huh? Because there's nothing more satisfying to me than like getting ready for a night out and setting late night you up for success, especially if you know you're gonna drink.
That is
like I love setting up drunk Kaylee for success. I like turn down the bed and I have the aspirin on the nightstand and water bottle is full and like everything is sparkly clean. Sometimes I even like have the TV on and like ready to go.
I'll do that before I shower.
Ooh, so then yes.
So when I'm done showering and I like go into my room, it's literally like
it's like a reward.
Yeah. What?
Just don't read it until after we're done.
Wait, what? What? Is it something serious? Now I gotta know.
No, it's well, yes.
We're back. Had to take a little pause.
I can't sit in the negativity.
Yeah, we're gonna
all the time.
Keep it light and talk about some really good and really bad times.
Shit. Okay, well,
let's just get into Venice.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. What? The thing is, on our way to Venice, like, didn't sleep. Did we?
No.
Did we sleep at all?
No, we only slept on that bus. We did not sleep for a single minute our last night in Milan.
Yeah. So, if you haven't heard that story.
Yeah, so we both knocked out on the bus.
Yeah.
Pretty. Yeah.
And I feel like I was still, not like drunk, but like still kind of like the remnants of the next day when you especially haven't slept. You're like still like.
It was lack of sleep hangover for me. You're like.
Yes.
In and out of like waves of like fun hyper delusion and like, oh my God, I hate my life. I feel like crap. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
You know, the ups and downs of that. And then we were still dealing with this train strike. So originally we would have taken the train straight in to Venice.
Like the island.
But we had to take this bus instead. So we had to figure out how to get from the bus station onto the island. But first we ate. We stopped to eat.
Yeah, because we really didn't know what we were doing.
No.
Because to be fair, we had planned it all out when we thought we could take the train.
Yeah, we didn't have a plan.
So we were like, okay, let's sit outside this cafe. And honestly, it was a vibe. And we did figure out what to do. And it was actually easy.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad at all. inside the train station was chaos.
Yeah.
So I was really grateful that we like
Didn't
have to deal with that.
Yeah. Definitely pay attention to strikes when you're traveling.
Especially in Italy countries. Because they be happening all the time.
Every time we've been there. The 2 times.
All 2 of them.
The 2 times there have been strikes. On different forms of transport.
Yeah.
As well.
On our way out this time too.
Yeah. So both ways in and out of Venice.
No, it was taxis the first time we were there.
It was taxis the first time.
And then this time it was trains and planes.
Yeah. Here we go again, talking about shit.
We got on the bus to get in to the city of Venice, and then
where there's the water taxis.
Yes.
Or water buses.
The water buses.
Water taxis are literally water taxis that you have to pay more for. So we did not do that.
But the water bus was great.
Loved.
And I think ultimately led me to the decision of I don't want to pay €100 to go on a gondola.
Like, I experienced being on the water.
Yeah. I get a gondola is a different thing, and you're like really going like in the canals, and it's a different experience. And you know what? Maybe one day, if I'm rich and in love, I'll do it.
Like, if you'd only do it if you really wanted the gondola vibe. Obviously, I guess. But I feel like,
but we just like wanted to be on the water.
A lot of people do go to Venice, I'm sure, for the first time especially, and they're like, well, obviously I gotta go on the gondola because that's so Venetian.
And we had our minds made up. Multiple people had told us like the gondolas are expensive, you don't need to do it, and we were like down to spend the extra money
to experience it. Yeah.
Until I think we'd had the experience of the water bus, and we're like, well, and you like see some of the gondoliers like really don't care.
Yeah.
Like I think your experience would really depend on who you had, because some of them are literally like scrolling on their phone with one hand and like paddling with the other, you know?
Yeah.
I would want someone that was
multiple times.
Good vibes, like interacting and like telling you about things. So we took the water bus in, and we like actually got to go like under the Rialto Bridge, which was cool.
The Rialto water bus stop. It's literally called like Rialto is literally what the stop is called, was like our stop to get to our hotel. And we actually stayed in a hotel.
We did. Our first hotel experience ever. Well, not ever. But,
on our Europe travels. It was actually really great. I feel like from the research that we had done, like hotels made the most sense, genuinely. It wasn't even like it was this like, ooh, we're going to stay in a bougie hotel. It was just.
And it wasn't bougie.
And it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. Yeah. But.
It was the cheapest option.
Yeah.
We had people telling us to stay on Murano or Burano. Is that right? Murano? On the other islands, like that'll be cheaper, and then you can just take the boat in every day. Like lots of people were saying these are the cheapest ways to do it.
Venice on a lot of days.
But the hotel was just the cheapest.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have to pay that.
If you're staying on the island, you don't have to pay the city tax to enter, because you're already paying a tax in your accommodation, which like rightly so. Keep the building, keep the city alive,
keep the building.
Honestly, when we first like turned the corner into the canal, it was, I feel like it's rare, maybe not rare, no, I'd say it's like a 50-50 chance that you go to these cities that have been romanticized to you your whole life, and it's just as magical as you could have thought. I feel like it's like a 50-50. Paris, no. Rome, no. London, yes. Venice, yes. Those are like the major cities we've gone to.
That's what I've been sharing with everyone I've seen since the trip.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so easy to hear all of these things about these big cities. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. And you see it in the movies, and
so
you see it in books, and you show up and you're like, well, it's really hard to live up to that expectation. Yeah. But
and not that
Venice was unreal, in my opinion.
Like,
we are 2 water signs, so like maybe
I think it's a
that
intense city for water signs,
Yeah.
I'm sure. But maybe anyone that has a water placement, like I feel like you could feel tied or pulled to it. But it was just as magical as I thought it was going to be. Like it felt like you were in Venice. Like it felt that way.
Yeah.
Like I feel like in Rome, I didn't feel like I was in Rome.
I didn't feel like Lizzie McGuire, you know?
I didn't feel like Lizzie McGuire. Like Venice felt, it could have been like a Disney movie vibe, like not Disney movie, but magical, I guess is what I'm trying to say for the 20th time. But it is a maze as well.
It is a maze. Very much so. It's so easy to get lost. But we were saying like it'd be great because you can come back and you could go in all the same areas and all the same neighborhoods and see totally different things.
You'll always see something new.
Because, I mean, how many times in a day did you decide left or right?
Yeah, literally.
Left, right, or straight?
Just going down random alleyways and seeing where you end up. It's so fun.
It is really fun.
And nothing is that well, we didn't walk, I guess, too far from the area that we were staying in. But
we didn't go like to the farthest part from us ever.
But I'd say we walked like a good amount of the south part of the main island. And I mean, you could walk around in circles all day. I mean, and see new stuff. It's just endless. It's endless. Like more than I don't even understand. And like locals like know every.
Yeah. How do you just know where you're going? Like
there's like not really signs or anything.
No. So interesting.
We just would like
Well, that's what we did that night. We just
like
wandered.
marks.
So we got settled in our hotel and I think we left pretty quickly to go explore because it was supposed to rain that night. So we wanted to like do some wandering. As we were walking around, like the rain was just starting and we saw this kid up on the roof.
Yes. Oh my God.
And he had like a bucket of water and a squirt gun or something like that. And he obviously was like waiting
he was ready
for someone to walk by so he could.
And he wasn't like, he was trying to be like sneaky about it.
So discreet.
But he was so like visible.
Yeah.
To everyone. And it wasn't just us that saw him.
No. And like fully rerouted. We were like, well, it's not going to be us.
And no one would walk down that way. That was so funny.
But then it really started to pour.
Yeah.
And I would say it really started to rain like right as we were in St. Mark's Square. Is this big plaza and there's like basically 3 different spots where there's like live music playing all the time. It's pouring down and everyone starts running for the cover.
Because it had just started to like pour.
And Mariah and I are like, wait, but this is fun.
Like
so we're like in the middle of the square. We're the only ones out from underneath the cover. And we're just like dancing to the live music.
Literally like an orchestra though. Yeah. Live music. Like it was
the Titanic is going
literally
down.
Like full orchestra and everyone is like under the covers like looking out. Yeah. And it's just us two. Like,
I'm still waiting for us
around.
to like pop up on my For You
I know.
page.
I really want a video.
But
it was just
that was definitely
moment.
like a core memory.
I think both of us had said that was like a highlight.
Yeah.
Of Venice.
Once we'd been walking for a while, we were like, okay, we should get out of the rain. So we stopped for a drink
at a tourist trap.
Yep.
But it was literally next to the Rialto Bridge, so anything in that area would have been.
Yeah. And it was a cool view for like being stuck inside in the rain.
Yeah.
There was like full on thunder and lightning and the water was pouring and we were like finding landmarks to be like, how much is the water rising?
Yeah.
And watching people go out and take their pictures in the rain.
Yeah, that was so cute.
There was a couple girls that were out there like really trying to make sure they got the shot. It was very cute. And then I don't remember if we went back and changed before
I think we had
to
because we were literally
because we were so wet. Yeah.
Like we were drenched. Like the shirt I was wearing was see-through.
And we were going to go back to that place. That little kind of like hole in the wall. Remember where you stuck your phone on the...
Oh, is that where we went that night?
were gonna go there for dinner, and then I think we went inside and we got overwhelmed and we just got a drink.
Oh, that was that night? That was the first night.
That was the first night. We were only there for 2 nights.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
I know.
Okay. Oh.
Because we wanted to get chinchetti.
Right.
Is that why we went there?
But we didn't.
No. We showed up at this place and it was very much like a local spot. Probably the only local spot I think we ever saw.
The menu is written in chalk every day. Fresh.
Because everything in Venice is touristy. Everyone speaks English. And the only locals you saw were like locals working in stores
or like
at
commuting.
Yeah. So I think that was the only restaurant I saw.
It was all locals.
Oh.
All locals.
You guys are from here.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just got a drink there. Is essentially what happened.
Well, we walked inside and it was crowded and it was
obvious that we were the only tourists there.
Yeah, and then I feel like everyone was staring at us like wanting to know our plan, and we were like, hey, we'll just get a drink.
Like wanting to hear what we had to say.
Yeah.
Like also hear,
It'd be one thing if we like knew what we wanted to order.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like,
I just got overwhelmed and frazzled.
A drink.
We had a drink. It got a little chilly outside.
We were in a wind tunnel. There's a lot of wind tunnels in Venice, which makes sense.
Yeah. We specifically wanted to go back to that place because we were like, even if it rains, like we'll be good. But then we didn't think about the wind.
The wind.
So it got very chilly. Yeah. And then we were starving to the point where, or at least I was like, I don't care where we eat. And we just ended up going to a restaurant like literally right next to our hotel.
Oh, yeah. It was good.
Yeah. I think it was pretty good. I don't remember what I ate. Oh, the limoncello. And then I think we went to bed. We were so underslept.
Right.
Yeah.
We were like, we need to sleep tonight. And it's after the Milan, like, hot, sweaty apartment, being in, like, a hotel room with AC in a cooler temperature anyway. Like, it was just... It felt like a good, like, the first, like, full rest.
Yeah.
Because you can't really fully rest in that heat. I don't know.
We never really planned on going out in Venice anyway. Like, I think in our minds, Venice was, like, the chill place. We were like, okay, we're going to get 2 nights of good sleep here.
It's because, like, we knew this is the touristy place.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to spend both days going to touristy things.
Yeah.
And that... Like,
and it just doesn't, it also doesn't feel like a going out place. The next day, we woke up and we went to this cute little cafe I found on TikTok. I can't remember what neighborhood it was in, but it was definitely
so cute.
Less busy. And the cafe was like a little children's bookstore, but they also had like amazing food and drink.
It was so amazing.
It was so cute. And
like literally we sat on the canal, like literally
right on the canal. Yeah. It killed me not to like bring back a children's book.
Yeah.
That would be a thing I would love to collect. Like everywhere I go, I get like a little book from my classroom, but hard to pack.
Yeah. I just like, we love just to wander, and I think the water, yes, but also just like the walkability and wanderability of Venice was like a dream for us.
Yeah. And that was
like, you'll always find
how
something.
You saw the things. Yeah. Like obviously there's a few big touristy things like the Basilica and Palace and whatever, but a lot of being in Venice is just being in Venice. So it was nice to be able to just wander, and that one spot we stopped to take pictures was so picturesque. There was like the big wooden doors. It was right after we left the cafe.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you were right on the canal and there was that bridge there, and then the view facing the other way was just like,
and you can just like go anywhere and people watch.
Yeah.
And it's just endless. Like you can watch people
and you get to boat watch too.
Yeah, like, the boat watching. Oh my god, it was just.
And we saw the way they do garbage in Venice.
Oh yeah,
that was really intriguing. Like they have a garbage boat, obviously, and then the like garbage people boats will like come around like with a. Think like you were trying to explain it to me that day.
The word. What is the word?
Like in Hercules.
Yes.
Where
Yes.
it's like a wheelbarrow, but like you carry it behind
There's
you.
a name for it, right?
I don't know, like a cart. I don't know. So they would just like walk around with their little carts, and they would literally walk into the businesses and like grab the bags of trash and then bring them all back to the trash boat. I don't know. It's very cute to see how different places do things. So interesting. Are you finding a word?
The first thing that came up was chariot. A chariot.
A chariot?
Yeah.
But aren't chariots for riding in? Oh, what do they call the cart?
I think it's a cart.
You know, like they have these little carts. What are they called?
I think it's literally a cart.
It's
a
also
cart.
in like Emperor's New Groove.
Yes. Hand truck.
A hand truck? That makes me think of like
The other direction.
a dolly.
Too. It's like also some people that you like pay to get rides, they do those. Where they like hold the handles and you're on wheels and it like leans back and they run.
Yeah. Yeah. You usually see them in bike form now, but yes.
Wait.
What's the word for that?
I sent this to be named. Wait.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Rickshaw. No?
Rickshaw? Wait, look. Can you imagine? The running though like kills me too.
Oh my god, he just barely made that.
Like I would tip him so much for this. Like, are you kidding? Parkour.
You'd never have to work out.
Yeah, I bet that's how he looks at it too.
Wait, what's a rickshaw then?
I don't know.
Oh my god, a rickshaw.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a rickshaw.
Well, that's like the bike ones.
Oh.
Like what they were just in that video.
Okay, but
a cart.
A
The
cart.
garbage people had a cart.
They had carts.
Is what they had.
in like a rickshaw form.
Because you guys, you needed to know this.
Yeah.
We went back to the square and we went to the little gardens
I loved that.
to go finally put our charm necklaces together.
That was like a really nice, relaxing time to me.
It was. And also like frustrating, but once I got in the groove,
Yeah. Once
It
you
was
figured
fun.
it out and you were able to
'Cause we
get
both
into a
had
groove, it was
nails.
like somewhat of a not mindless because you had to like focus on
you couldn't think of anything other than what you were doing.
Yeah.
That was kind of nice.
Whatever that means or is
Yeah.
called. Whatever that means. And I think one of the only times that into the trip that we had done that of just like let your mind take a break.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And it was kind of needed.
Yeah, we shared a Coca-Cola and an Aperol Spritz
Yeah.
and just did our
Sat
thing.
in nature.
It was a beautiful little garden.
Beautiful garden. It was like the Palace Gardens.
It was.
It was a beautiful little garden we were in. The Palace Gardens.
No wonder.
Mm.
And then we went to Doge's Palace.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah. That was really cool.
Mariah read all the signage and gave me the summary.
I would like
That's always fun.
read it and then whatever would like make me go, oh my God, I'd go, oh my God, da, da, da. And I feel like it's fun because I tell it to you like it's gossip.
Yeah, yeah. That does make it fun.
Because I get so excited about it that it's like this
Because the
exciting
first
thing.
few rooms, I'm always like really into the sign reading too. And then after a few rooms,
And then?
I catch myself reading the whole sign but having no idea what I had just read.
Mm.
And then it turns into just skimming the sign. And then I'm like, Mariah will tell me. I
there
just
was
like
some really
I can't focus.
There was some interesting stuff there.
There was like that the one guy in the big room, the biggest room in Europe.
Yes. Oh.
We were in the biggest room in all of Europe.
One of the biggest rooms in Europe, and
Wait,
it had
one of. I thought it was
I
the
think
biggest.
It's one of.
Oh,
But maybe I don't know.
Damn.
And I think on their sign it says one
That was
of.
so anticlimactic. I was like, we were in the
No,
biggest room
that
in all
is
of Europe,
so
and you're
cool.
like, one of.
But there was the biggest, longest painting in the world in that room. Work piece.
Yes.
It was the
They had to
length.
put it up in pieces.
Yeah, of the room. It was massive. It was absolutely insane, and I was fully like fangirling over the lore of the doges, which are like, what would be like our term, like a governor? No, higher than that.
Like parliament.
Yeah.
Like head
Yes.
of parliament.
Yeah, parliament.
Well, there's a word for that. I don't know. We don't have parliament.
Oh, maybe
here, but,
like, is it like their prime minister? Yeah. I feel like that it was like a prime minister.
Okay,
I
yeah.
feel like that is a good.
Sure. I don't
comparison.
know. You read the signs.
But one of the doges had tried to, I was gonna say cause a riot, but what's like the government? A coup. Cause a riot. A coup. And so he's disgraced, which we should take note.
This is exactly what we should do to experiment 4547.
And so on the wall, like if you imagine this giant room with like 70 something men that were these doges, one of them,
They
the
all
picture
have,
is just a black,
yeah,
like the black family tree,
how they're all burnt.
like the burnt
off. Yeah.
names is kind of the vibe that it was. It actually really was that vibe, and it was like blacked out, and in
Everyone else has their
Latin
portrait up
or
there
something. with like what their biggest
Achievement was.
achievement was during their time in power, and like what they're known for or remembered for. And his was like him being a disgrace, and he was like beheaded, or
something about him being beheaded. Like iconic.
iconic.
That's exactly what we should do to the big Cheetos like presidential portrait.
Like honestly,
I stand by that.
we should take notes for real.
We should.
It was just really cool. And then Kaylee thought she saw William Shakespeare.
It literally looked exactly like
To
Shakespeare.
be fair, it did look like Shakespeare.
And then we started researching and we were like, wait.
also,
But it could have been.
did I tell you when in the research about Shakespeare, I found that the portraits of Shakespeare are thought to be Shakespeare. We don't actually know for sure
what Shakespeare looked like?
Yeah, what Shakespeare actually looked like. They are thought to be his portraits, but there's no like actual proof that that is Shakespeare.
Wow.
Or what Shakespeare looked like, which I think is very interesting. Could be this random dude, and he's like
going down in history.
they think it's me.
His face is, at least.
Yeah. Anyways, it was really cool.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we went into some other museums. Well, it was one big building, but like 3 different museums,
There's,
which
like, a
was very
bunch, yeah.
confusing.
All around the square that we danced in.
Yes. And in the first room of one of these museums, I was looking at this big globe, and it was from what, the 1500s or something crazy. And on the globe,
it was like before. It was like
earlier than that,
1400s something.
Whatever it was really old.
It was like
way before America was
like,
discovered by white people.
Yeah. So early 1400s, I feel.
And I was looking at this globe and was like, what the heck? I swear it looks like it says America. But obviously, like, things are faded. It's old.
Right.
And then what I thought was America, there was this, like, big, long part, and it said California. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then I got Mariah and I was like, okay, what's happening over here? And I was telling her about all of this. And we just happened to be standing
I was, like, tripping,
next
like,
to this, like,
Is this some fake
Navy
thing?
cartographer. That's what they're called, right? Map people? Cartographers?
Yeah.
Map people.
Map people.
And he, like, used to be in the Navy, worked in cartography, and was, like, literally just explaining to his family that exact thing that I had questions about. And I actually don't remember what he said.
I asked. I, like, looked at him and I was like, hi, sorry, but, like, is that true? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, like,
he was so happy to share his knowledge.
I know. As soon as he could tell, we were like, oh my God, like, we want to know more. He, like, told us the history of it. And, like, gave us a lot of really cool information. He
He
so
basically
sweet.
was like,
his family was so sweet. They
all
were
maps
sweet.
used to be like shared between cartographers.
Right.
So at one point, basically, like someone made a mistake, and
it's just like
then it ended up on everyone else's map.
Yeah.
So that California thing. Well, what was the mistake? It was
And
like
they're, like,
California was
Canada.
like too big, or
It was just where
the Gulf of California.
it was just
or,
like,
I don't know.
It was just like a made up thing. Isn't that what he said?
I don't know. Damn, I should really write these things down.
You absorb a lot of information on these trips.
You do, and then you think you're gonna remember it all, and you unfortunately just don't. But that was really interesting. Saw lots of maps, lots of statues. What was that thing that you were so excited about? We went like past the library into this room, and you're like, "Oh my God, it's what's his name?
It's because California.
Marco Polo."
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
It's because California what?
Remember, it made sense because he was explaining how it's like it was Baja California. Like the peninsula is Baja California. It was before like California was a state. So
But then they labeled the whole thing
like California,
the land California,
and so it's like actually supposed to be Baja California. But yeah, what she was saying, Marco Polo's literal will and testament was in a case. I was like, what?
Yeah, she was fangirling over that.
What? Holy and one of his journals from one of his travels. Like,
that was thick. That journal was thick.
Whoa. Like, history,
Yeah, so that was crazy. Then we went to Alta Aqua, which is like a really cute little bookstore. It's very TikTok famous.
Yeah.
Cute little bookstore that's like right on the canal, and there's cats, but you can't touch the cats.
No.
But it was very cute and chaotic. It's one of those bookstores where like I would never want to walk into that bookstore looking for something in particular, but it's really fun to like wander and see what you stumble upon.
I really wanted
like,
to buy
maybe you
stuff
take home
there.
a treasure.
But alas.
And then we made a reservation for dinner at this restaurant that was right on the canal. And we made the reservation because we were like, then we'll get to have the spot like literally right on the canal.
On the
like there was
canal.
like two little alcoves
Yeah.
that kind of stuck out of the restaurant and were like overhanging the
You're
canal.
literally having dinner on the canal.
So we were really hoping to get one of those cutie little tables. And then when we got there, it was like empty. We did not need
A reservation.
a reservation except for the canal tables.
Canal tables were full. Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna before this story.
okay. You do that.
Keely's always in charge of directions. It's not that I'm like making her. It's just I think she kind of likes it.
I like to be in control.
And I don't mind not. So I just walk around and like follow her. So we're walking to the restaurant. I'm not really paying attention.
But we had seen it during the daytime coming from the opposite direction.
Yes, yeah. But like I didn't recognize it from the direction we were coming. And one of the waiters is like standing outside and we're walking by and he was like at first he like stumbled over his words. But he was like, where are you from? Like, where are you from? Or, right?
No, what did he say?
Where are you from? When will I see you again? That's what it was. I just like laughed. And
that makes more sense.
The first thing that he was saying, whatever it was, like, hi, like, where are you going? Whatever. I just like laughed and I didn't say anything. And like, as I got farther away, he said, when will I see you again? And I said, in your dreams, probably, or whatever.
Yeah.
In your dreams,
and
probably.
we walked away and we were like, damn, that was iconic.
I was like kind of gagged at myself. I was like, wait. We walked maybe like 5 feet and Kaylee goes, oh shit, that was the restaurant. Now we gotta walk back towards him. That was such a like never see you again comment. Like,
yeah.
But oh hey, we're back. We're actually eating here.
We should have left it at that. We should have been like, oh,
we should have
gotta go to a new restaurant.
Guess we can't go because guess what? It gets worse. It gets so much worse.
It does get worse. We have to now go back to this restaurant. Luckily, that guy's busy. So when we walk back in, we didn't have to talk to him. Another guy seats us. And then the first guy walks up pretty quickly.
Yeah, and it's all very flirty. But the thing is, it's always flirty with waiters.
They're Italian men, too. Like
yeah. And it's just...
When is it not
the
flirty?
banter is always flirty in the settings. Like, right? Isn't that everyone?
I think so.
Right?
So the first guy that she was like, in your dreams, we should give them names because otherwise this gets confusing.
We should. Oh, we should give them names. Like fake names?
Or real names. Doesn't really matter.
How about Dumb and Dumber? Because I don't think they deserve anything else.
Okay, so then who's dumb and who's dumber?
Mine was dumb and yours is dumber.
Yeah, that feels right. Okay, so dumb was the guy that she said in your dreams too.
No, it was dumber.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It was dumber.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mine was dumber. Yes, that was dumber. And then dumb.
So dumber is one of the waiters, and dumb is another waiter.
So dumb seats us at a table.
Yes.
And then dumber walks up.
Yeah.
And said something to you.
I don't know.
Basically about like,
hello
yeah,
like
her being back and seeing her so soon,
yeah.
or
yeah,
fulfilling his dreams or something like that.
Yes, all very like they think that it's a movie all the time, which I love. So I guess I feed into it. So
well, in the moment, it could have been fun.
It's harmless in the moment too. Well, it feels harmless at least.
When you know how the night ends, it doesn't feel harmless anymore.
No.
So we're sitting at dinner, and like it stays very flirty between Dumb and Dumber the whole time.
Yeah, it was like just flirty. It wasn't like at first, at least, there was no me one-on-one, you one-on-one. It was just flirty in the air. Like everyone was just.
Well, I would say it was definitely like more. It was like flirty towards Mariah, and I was kind of like watching it all happen.
Oh.
So we're having dinner. It's flirty. Then did the conversation about after dinner happen before or after the flowers?
After?
Okay, so he offers to take a photo of us.
Also, they moved our tables.
They did. Once one of the canal tables was open.
They gave it to us.
And then Dumber offered to take a photo. And was like, hold on, and like disappeared. And came back with flowers and like put them behind our ears. And then took our picture. And then Dumb was the one that said something about later, right?
No, it was Dumber. Dumber mentioned what are you guys doing later? And because I don't.
Did you go to the bathroom or something? Because I feel like you came back and told me this.
A cigarette. So
that's what it was.
So Dumb didn't speak as much English as Dumber. Neither of them did really that much. But Dumb had a harder time. Like he would just kind of smile and nod.
Yeah.
So I think Dumber was having to do more of.
Dumber was taking the lead.
Yeah. So at one point when we were both at the table, he was like, "What are you guys doing later?" And I was like, "We don't know. Like we don't have plans." And he was like, maybe hanging out with me. And I was like, maybe, I don't know. And then I went out and was smoking a cigarette. And he walked out to smoke a cigarette.
Scratched.
Or no, he didn't go out to smoke a cigarette. I think he was just going out to like recruit customers.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh. And I was like, oh, funny seeing you here again. Like at this point, it still feels very just like flirty, harmless flirty. And
like, whatever, I'm never going to see you again.
Yeah. He was like, do you actually want to hang out? Like, I can get a table. And like with
Crazy how this all shifted.
when someone says like I can get a table, like at least in our experience here in America, like that means something very specific.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, like, I mean, that sounds really fun. He was like, and like my friend too. And well, he said my friends at first, and he said, and my friend, and was like pointing inside and like talking about dumb. And and I was like, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Like, we'll talk about it, but that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah. And I said it to Kaylee. I'm like, well, shit. Like,
In our head, we're like, so having a table, well, you're probably American. It's like you're at a club, you have a table, there's bottle service at that table. So basically, as a woman, being invited to a table is free drinks.
and it's like pretty common to also be invited and not be the only girls invited. So it's not like
Yes.
there's necessarily any like,
Implication.
because it's usually a group setting.
Yeah.
So it's usually like, oh, I can go and like have fun with the group and also like stay away from people if I want.
Yeah.
Like, you don't feel like you have to.
Hang out with the people that
Yeah.
invited you necessarily.
Yeah.
And we literally were planning on like going to bed.
Yeah.
And this is from the moment dinner was over, this was when things got weird.
Yeah.
Like our hotel is less than 5 minutes away. And they had like 15 minutes left of work or something like that. So we were like, we're going to go back and change.
and then we'll meet
We'll
you.
meet you at the place.
Yeah. And he
And
was
he
like,
was like, no,
stressed.
like wait here.
He was stressed.
Wait here, we'll be done.
I'm almost done. Like, just wait. And we were
Like he thought we were going to bail or something.
Like he was like, you can't leave because if you leave,
we like had to be
you'll
in
ditch,
his sight.
which is like red flag. Whoa.
Yeah.
Which has happened another time on this trip, not in the city, but on this trip. I'll bleep it.
Oh yeah. Ew. So
Like
we
red
stand
flag.
outside and we wait, and only Dumber comes out, and he's like, "Dumb is gonna meet us there." We're like, "Okay, well we're gonna go change first."
We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into.
No, we did not. So he waits outside of the hotel, and we're like, "Give us 5 minutes." Obviously, we didn't take 5 minutes. We took more like 10. And we came back down, and he was like so obviously relieved that we came back down.
Yeah, like he was like visibly stressed.
Yeah. And like said something. I can't remember what he said.
Maybe don't do this.
This,
Do what we do.
this was probably like this, admittedly, the sketchiest thing we've ever done.
Well, and it gets like kind of worse.
Yeah.
Not kinda. It does.
Much worse.
Decision wise.
Yeah. Like so much so that we now have a code word, and it's Dumber's name.
Yeah, it's named after him.
Yeah. He inspired it.
Yeah.
So then we start walking to this bar. Dumber's definitely showing me a little more attention now.
I
I don't know if they had a conversation.
will say though, they made the decision. Like, I don't know. Do you feel like you like made an active choice?
No.
And I wasn't like
But I was never like into.
either. Okay. It was like, okay, fun and
We just need to be. Why did we not talk about this when we were in the bathroom?
I don't know. It was like fun and flirty, which is great. And I thought we were going to be like in a bar with like in a group setting with a ton of people where that energy could kind of be focused somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or on nothing at all. And
Just because it was fun and flirty didn't mean that we were like
yes.
into them.
And then they split us off like pretty quickly.
Very quickly.
And kept us isolated away from other people.
Yes, and never wanted us to be off together, just the
And
two of
never
us.
stopped buying alcohol.
I think you can tell where the story's going. So we get to this bar, and it actually was like
oh my god, I had like physical like get off me feeling.
ew.
Like I have like the literal creepy crawlies right now. I know.
Right now.
I know.
We get to this bar, and it actually was a bar we wanted to go to. And obviously, we don't speak Italian. So whether or not any of this is true, we don't know.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
But we get there, and Dumb is waiting for us. And Dumb's like, there's too many people. They won't let us inside. And it did look really busy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was believable. But there's 4 of us, and as we're waiting, 4 people come out. So in theory, the 4 of us would be able to go back in.
The whole time that we were there came out.
But they were like, no, we'll just go to this other bar. We'll go to this other bar. And then we start walking, and that's when they very quickly split us off. Yeah. I was with Dumber, and you were with Dumb. Mm-hmm. We walk for like 5 minutes or so. And they talk about going into this Irish pub. Dumber was like, no, we'll just keep going. We'll keep going. It's not that far to this place, whatever.
They got us walking far.
And in hindsight, now that we know how the night ends.
Wearing heels, mind you.
He obviously had a plan. Yeah, we're both wearing heels, and we're just walking and walking and walking. He says it's a little bit further. This is probably the furthest part of the walk. We probably walk another, I swear, like 10 minutes past the Irish pub.
It was far. The camera's going to die.
Oh, no.
Okay, we're back.
How many interruptions in one recording can we have? Just as the story was getting worse.
Where were we? Just as the story was getting worse.
They're speaking in Italian about how we're not going to go to the Irish pub.
Yes.
Let's keep walking. We walk like another 10 minutes.
So many red flags.
And we end up at this like cafe, basically.
Yeah.
We think we're going to a bar. We're at like a cafe. We're sitting at a table outside
with maybe 2 other
patrons.
Yeah. With 15 tables, 20 tables.
Yeah. Dumber orders a bottle of wine.
It's obviously like a local spot.
Yeah. Oh, so I guess we went to 2 local spots.
Yeah. Felt like they had met the owner before.
It seemed like it's a place they've been to before, for sure. Dumber orders a bottle of wine. And at this point in my head, I've decided like, well, this isn't obviously going anywhere. Like that.
We're going to sit here and drink.
I knew I wasn't into it. It was going to be like us sitting and talking with these local guys, and then the night would be over and we would walk home, and that would be that. But they had a different plan.
Yeah.
Conversation definitely like got like raunchy.
Mm.
And I feel like you and I thought it was in like a joking way. Mm. But then Dumb kept, I'm not hearing any of this. This is all secondhand now.
He did keep like,
it was like table conversation, like haha, like whatever.
But then he'd like pull his like chair in and lean in like towards me and like do like the oh yeah like thing.
Ew.
And it was like no, what?
Yeah.
Like you're not seeing the very visible, in my opinion, signs from both of us.
Yeah. There was no physical contact. We're not sitting next to them.
I kept trying to like make it a group conversation.
Yeah.
Because they both were doing that thing. Dumber was doing that too. He like literally turned his chair towards you.
Kept scooting his chair towards me. Yeah. Put my legs up on his lap at one point. Which, actually, no. I'm not going to shame myself. I was like, I could have not like done that. But
it was a really weird.
When you get put in an uncomfortable situation like that, you never really know how you're going to respond. I was like, what's the other one? Fawn? Mm-hmm. Fight, flight, or fawn. I was like, okay, well, fawn.
Yeah, and I think at least for me in that type of scenario, I'm always like, well, maybe is it still in this innocent, like, jokey way?
I kept
like,
telling myself
friends,
that too.
You know? And I think I do that.
Maybe I like shouldn't always think the best in people. It's funny.
I need to be better about that.
Sometimes I'm like way too judgmental up front, and then other times I give people way too many opportunities to prove me wrong.
So
I think because in my head non-threatening.
Yeah.
I think because in my head I had my mind so made up that it wasn't going there.
Yeah.
That I was perceiving everything else as non-threatening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was like, well, that's not what I want to do. That's not my vibe.
And as we're saying it now, it's like, whoa.
There was a lot of things, yeah. But then there were also things that pointed to like, maybe it's not. Like they surprised me with like a piece of cake for my birthday.
That was sweet.
And was it?
I don't know. We had been sitting there for a while, and I feel like maybe at this point they had ordered a second round, another bottle of wine. Like we had.
I don't remember.
Well, that had happened. There was many a drinks had.
Not because I was drunk. I was not drunk
there.
this night.
I was a little drunk.
There was a second bottle of wine because remember we took some with us.
Yeah. And Dumb kept doing the like body language towards you thing, like leaning in thing. And he kept putting his like arm around me in like a really uncomfortable way. And I just would like do things so that he would have to like lean to grab the lighter, and so his hand would, you know, like try to get out of it, because I struggle with being like not aggressive, but I struggle with
it feels like confrontation, and neither one of us like confrontation.
Yes, when I'm unsure, like what we were just talking about, what the motives are, if they are, because I'm always like, I don't know, maybe they're not being creepy, and I'm judging the situation wrong, so I don't want to be rude. And then he started doing like, he like would like wrap his hand around my neck and like pull me towards him, and like trying very obviously to lean in for a kiss. And I was like very obviously not giving into it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God, I'll just give him a peck and then be done with it. Oh my God. I have never in my life, I could never even dream up, imagine a kiss this bad. It was like from a nightmare, a hellscape.
It's like you have to try to be that bad at it.
Like when I was telling our friend, I had to literally, I was like, I can't even explain it. I have to show it to you. I have to kiss you and show you how it was, because it was so bad. And I had to show her.
And she shrieked.
And she literally had a physical reaction. It was just that. It was that insanely bad. Like, also, mind you, this man is 4 or 5 years older than us. I'm like, have you ever touched a person in your life? Like,
And he's hanging out with a 23-year-old?
22, 23. Dumber was like early 20s.
Dumber was young.
Dumb was early 30s. You wouldn't have known.
How have you gone 30 years?
You wouldn't have known. The worst, one of the worst. And then I was like, okay, no. Like, the kisses can't. And there would be like a few, but I would do
everything you
now
could
that
to avoid.
I'm saying this, oh my God.
It sounds really bad, because it was really bad.
I was literally like pulling, I had to like physically like against his
will.
Yes.
It's alarming how long we stayed out.
I'm ashamed of myself.
I will say, I feel like that's my overarching feeling of the night, because we made several decisions that like allowed it to continue.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make their behavior our fault, but like,
right.
I'm scared at how little I tried to escape it.
Yeah. Until we literally were running. And I'm not even exaggerating in any way. There was literal running. So we were at that place for a while.
I don't know, maybe like an hour.
Oh my God, it was your reflection.
Oh. And there was other red flags too. Like at one point, like we both wanted to go to the bathroom, and they were like, no, like there's only one bathroom up there. Like they really didn't want us to go to the bathroom.
That was
together.
so weird. I never thought about that part.
It was so weird. And then they like were talking about the stairs. Oh well, there's only supposed to be one person at a time.
Yeah,
on
they're
the
like, the
stairs
owner
or
will
some, like,
not be
weird-
happy if you guys go together. Like you can't do that. We were like, what the like? Okay, we're gonna go.
we're
and
gonna
do
go.
it. So bye. What did they think we were gonna escape through the window?
I wish we would have.
Yeah.
So they like wouldn't let us be off by ourselves. And then we're at this bar for a while. And this is what it was, because once they said we had a table, I think you and I had an image of like, okay, we thought we were going to go to bed, but now we have an image of like what our final night is going to be.
Yeah.
And we wanted to like go out and dance and like have a good time. And I feel like we were kind of like, well, I don't want to speak for you.
Uh-huh.
I'm remembering now, like part of me was hanging on to like, well, maybe we'll get to that part of the night.
Same. Yeah.
And they were like, well, yeah, like let's go dancing. There's a spot right over here. We can bring the rest of the wine with us. We're like, whoa, what? You can do that here? Like,
yeah. They kept saying like they knew a spot, which is
yeah. Yeah, we know a spot. You can go dance like right over here. And then they take us into all of the twists and turns. And we end up like at the canal.
at a dead end, dark alleyway on top of the canal.
This sounds really, really, really bad.
Yeah, and we went, so like what? And he was like, here we dance. We were like, are you kidding?
That's
Like-
yeah, I got pissed off at that point. And yet they're like playing music on their phones and like still trying to dance.
And like laughing
With each
and,
of
like,
us.
I'm like, no.
And Mariah and I are like making eye contact over their
Like,
shoulders. Like, what the
we've both,
like,
like-
what?
Gotten to, yeah. And then guess what's on like the same street as this dance spot that we've been taken to?
Because we kind of threw a fit about it. We were like, well, let's go. And Dummer's like, yeah, okay, you guys go then, whatever. And storms into an apartment, like literally right there.
And we were like, did he just walk into like a random person's home? Like, what the is going on? It's his apartment. They walked us.
So was
to
that
his
first bar
apartment.
really that busy? Was there a reason not to go to the Irish pub? Or did he really just want to go to the bar that was right
They
by
kept
his house?
strategically walking us in that direction. Like every time we went to a new spot, it was closer.
Yeah.
That was all planned. That was 2 beds in there.
How we ended up
No
inside
dog.
blows my mind. Yeah, he was telling us all about his dog.
There was no dog.
There was
there.
no dog there.
There was no one there.
2 twin beds, nasty, disgusting, fratty.
Ugh, it was gross. It did feel like a frat.
Why were we inside? Like, how did that happen? I don't
we
even
were
know.
like, what the is he doing? And out of curiosity, we walked in.
Because we were like,
What
is he
the
in a random
Yeah.
place?
Did he walk into a random person's apartment? Like, I genuinely was unsure at that point, like what was going on. He was very up. I was pretty drunk. I'm not gonna lie. Because then I picked up a book and started reading Italian.
Well, that was you avoiding. You were like, if I have both my hands on this book and
That's true.
I'm trying to speak Italian.
That is very true. And it just like the pushiness from Dumb was just a lot. And I was doing a lot to avoid it. And it got to a point where I realized, okay, the things that some people would pick up on of like, oh, they're not interested.
gonna pick up on.
Dumb was not going to pick up on that. He was just gonna
Either he
keep
wasn't
trying, like,
picking up on it or he didn't care.
yeah.
And I guess we'll never know which one they were leaning towards.
Yeah.
But I think
There was something that was said that was like final straw, storm out.
Something that was said or something that was done?
No, something that...
Because at one point, Dumber, like, literally turned off the lights.
No, there was something that was said. And I remember being like, are you kidding me? We're leaving? Or something. And then, like, we literally both got up and left and didn't say anything. Like, we just walked out.
Yeah.
And, like, closed the door. I'm, like, really racking my brain for it. But I think it was something, like, very, like, pushy about us spending the night together, essentially. Like, he was, like, very, very, like, pushy, I'm telling you vibes about
This is what's happening.
About us, me. And I had said, like, no. Maybe, like, 3 times to him saying, like, come home with me. And I literally had said no multiple times. Like, no, that's not happening. And he had said something really pushy at the end. And I was like, okay, bye. It was like final straw.
Yeah.
No, not gonna listen to you beg.
The second we walked out of that door, we literally ran.
We started, because they opened, one of them, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Dumb or Dumber.
It was Dumber.
Had opened the door and said something. And I just remember, like, feeling like running was
the option
at that point. I was like, we gotta run.
Well, I think at that point we had lied. Like, Dumber was saying, like, where are you going or whatever. No.
I had left without saying anything else.
No, when Dumber poked his head out. No, we said we were going home, and then he was like, we'll walk you, and then that's when we started running.
Like,
and we ran for a while.
We ran, and not like in a straight line, because it's Venice, right? So you're like running over, like,
I do remember being like, I hope we get out of, like, onto the main street.
I know.
Like, I remember being stressed about that.
And right when we, like, finally started to slow down, and I like kind of felt some sort of relief, like, okay, they're not gonna, like, find us now. Dumb is running and found us, which, like, what the and was like, hey, are you?
I don't think this is a language barrier. I don't think, like, how do you not understand? You were just so pushy that we're literally running away from you.
Literally.
And he, like, ran up like it was no big deal. Like, it was
It's like-
totally normal. Like, he was like, like, you just saw me running from you. He walked up like he had done nothing wrong. Like there was no
like he
tension,
was he thought
no
he was
reason
doing
to be
something
weirded
chivalrous.
out.
Like,
Yeah, he's like,
"Let
oh,
me
I'm gonna walk you home.
Bitch, we were running from you. Why do you think we were running? We're wearing heels. Do you think we were running for fun?
God.
We ran away from you in heels. On cobblestone.
And then he walked with us,
And he kept
the
trying to
whole way back.
Put his arm around me and, like, and I was just at that point so, like, disassociate, like,
And
lock in just on getting
He
to
was
the hotel.
so, like, committed to that too. Like, I kept, like, getting in between you. I kept, like, grabbing your hand and, like, pulling you in front and, like, pretending
He
to,
was
like, be silly and
persistent.
dance. Like, he was not giving up.
And he walked us all the way to the hotel.
Yep.
At least it was our last night.
Yeah, that's what we kept telling ourselves. We were like, okay, well.
Also, Venice is
We'll be
like
gone
small
tomorrow.
town vibes. Like, you're gonna run into people, which is, like, scary.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think you would, but you do. So that was our last night in Venice.
It was traumatizing.
I honestly don't think until, like, right now, retelling this story, it like really hit me how bad it actually was.
It was.
Like, really bad. That could have ended very differently. Needless to say, it was, like, hard to kind of, like, get up and, like, get the vibes up in the morning.
Yeah.
We went to Cafe Florian, which is the oldest,
I was
like,
hungover.
still brain's not working, still, like, functioning cafe. Functioning is not the word I'm looking for.
Operating?
Still operating cafe in Italy. And
I was so hungover.
you were really unwell.
I was so unwell. And at one point I had to go to the bathroom and just like being there, I was like not doing well. So nauseous. And the person next to me, don't want to air them out, sorry, but they were not having a good time in a whole nother way. And I wasn't really thinking about it because I couldn't hear anything. And then I come out of the bathroom and there's a line out the door. There's 2 stalls. Me hungover as and this person who probably shouldn't have dairy. And there's a line out the door. And it was pretty, like, embarrassing a little bit.
Yeah, she came downstairs and she was like, we have to go.
Like, it was down this, there was, like, it's upstairs. So, like, the line went, like, onto the stairs. And Kaylee was like, I think I'm going to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, no, the line is down the stairs. You don't want to go.
No, you're not. And then we literally just wandered.
Yeah, it was fun.
And
We had lunch on the Grand Canal.
literally like right on it. And then I had an anxiety attack. And that's when I was like, you know, mental health like grows and changes and evolves. I think you
The
like
whole speech.
might want to make an appointment. And maybe like look into this more.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
I wanna die.
I remembered Mariah was on the phone with the airline. So I was like by myself sitting at this table. Beautiful, gorgeous. Again, on the Grand Canal. The water's like the most beautiful color blue. I've got burrata in front of me. I've got an Aperol Spritz. I'm watching the boats go by. And I'm like starting to freak out. But I caught it early. So I was like, okay, Kaylee, do the things you know how to do. And then I was like, well, I'm by the water.
Tools.
That's a great thing for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like just staring at like the water, like lapping against the street. That's not doing anything for me. I'm like doing the tippity tappity. I'm doing, you know,
Yeah.
nothing's going anywhere. And then I just started crying because I was so frustrated. I was like, how can I be sitting here
Yeah.
looking at, honestly, debatably, one of the most beautiful, insane things I've ever looked at in my life and be feeling this way? Like, how incredibly frustrating is that?
Yeah. And then it just makes the anxiety worse. It just adds on top of itself.
Yeah, because it's like on top of the anxiety you're feeling. You're
You
like
have anxiety.
you're like
about
kicking yourself while you're
the
down.
anxiety you're feeling. Yeah. Woo. And then it was time to go. It was time to go to the airport. To head off to Spain.
Yeah. So we went back to the hotel, grabbed our things, and guess what restaurant we have to walk by?
And like we're at the we didn't know we were about to walk up to it.
No, we didn't.
It was like from the other side of
Because
it
we
that you can see
took
it.
different streets to get there. And we knew Dumber didn't work that day.
And I knew Dumb was working. And we like start walking down the alley and I like turned and looked at Kaylee and I was like, wait, were you in front or was I?
I was in front.
I was like, wait, that's it or whatever. And then you were like, okay, we'll just walk by really, really fast and don't look inside. And so we start like kind of charging a little bit towards it. This walks.
This timing is absolute insanity.
He walks out the doors into the alleyway. And I don't even know what I said. I said something and like we basically both turned around and like went as fast as we could in the other direction.
Yeah.
Mind you, we're trying to like
we
make
saw another waiter
lot
at
of
another
us, too.
restaurant and he was like, are you guys lost or whatever? And we were like, no, we just can't go that
because we
way. There's
ran
someone we
back
don't want to
down
see.
the
And he was like, go
alleyway.
back this way and go that way. And he like taught us how to go around.
And then I had a panic attack. Yeah, that was Venice.
It didn't end on the highest of the notes,
note.
but I would absolutely go back to Venice.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would avoid that street.
Yes. Would not recommend that restaurant.
Nope.
It's like pretty popular on TikTok, so if you see one that sounds like the one we talked about, maybe don't go there. But overall, really cool place to visit. Don't expect the best food because everything is a tourist trap, like everywhere you go.
Yeah, it's hard. I think you have to go to certain parts of the island. And you'd probably have to like look into that on where to go to get more like local cuisine.
Yeah.
Another travel diary done.
In the books.
2 out of 5 complete. That was Venice, and next week is Madrid. Madrid is going to be a good one.
Only a couple more until Dublin.
Oh, what time is it?
Not time yet.
But almost.
Getting close.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching or listening to the It's Time podcast. I'm Mariah, that bitch is Kaylee. We have new episodes every single Wednesday, and we'll see you next time. Bye.